All right. Hello, everyone. Nice. Hopefully, we can get this video conference going with all of you. Once again, welcome, and it's so nice to be able to connect this way. At this particular time is so good. Obviously, the office is closed, and I'm happy to really talk to all of you via this particular video.
Entonces, muy buenas tardes a todos. Por fin hemos podido empezar la reunión después de este pequeño problema técnico, pero obviamente las oficinas están cerradas, pero igualmente a través de la tecnología podemos seguir hablando con todos vosotros.
Right. And so to start off, it's really good news because, right now when we look at our business, this is the perfect time. When we look at it, we are so afraid, like any other company, we are going to be affected. But so far, what we are seeing is really wonderful signs that every market is performing very well. And thanks to all your efforts and your ability to be able to do the business the way that through the internet and online and so on, it's really, once again, illustrate how good a company NuSkin is.
Entonces, una vez más, estamos con muy buenas noticias porque nuestra empresa sigue operando y funcionando sin ningún tipo de problema y gracias a vosotros, cuando hacéis vuestro negocio online, por las redes, como sea, nos permite seguir avanzando y nos da una vez más la fe de que esta empresa es la mejor empresa que hay.
Some of you have heard this story, but I thought it might be worthwhile to tell you my personal story because it really illustrates how wonderful NuSkin is for all of us to belong in this family. And as you know, close to 25 years ago, I started a company called Pharmanex.
Y muchos ya conocéis mi historia, pero creo que es importante que entendáis y sepáis de mi historia para que podáis entender la importancia de esta empresa. Hace unos 25 años atrás, yo empecé mi propia empresa que se llamaba Pharmanex.
So at that time, back in more than 25 years ago, as I mentioned, in fact, it was 1995. I still remember that year very clearly because that was the year when myself, together with other co-founders from the drug industry, we decided that it might be a good idea to focus and bring science to a company that we call Pharmanex, to use science to develop nutritional supplements.
Entonces, junto con mis cofundadores de la empresa Pharmanex, lo que tuvimos muy claro allí en 1995, cuando la fundamos, es que queríamos llevar la ciencia detrás de estos productos farmacéuticos o, de medicina.
Yeah, back then, when we started this company called Pharmanex, we actually started the company in a very traditional way. In other words, when we developed the products, all we knew was to market those products in a traditional mass marketing way, to put all our products in traditional stores.
Y nosotros empezamos esta empresa de Pharmanex de una manera totalmente tradicional. Lo que nosotros sabíamos era que la distribución de esos productos iban a ser puestos masivamente en diferentes puntos de venta.
But at that time, you can obviously ask, why do you want to start Pharmanex? Because there are many other nutritional companies around. So why do you think that another company like Pharmanex can be successful? You will be facing a lot of competition. So what is the reason that you think that Pharmanex can make a difference?
¿Y por qué creéis que Pharmanex puede marcar la diferencia? Porque en el mercado hay muchísima competitividad y hay muchísimas otras empresas de los mismos tipos de productos.
The major reason was that it was actually my major reason for all of us to start at Pharmanex was not based so much on the business, but really to make sure that we can develop a type of product that can help to prevent diseases. In other words, we wanted to develop products that can keep the body healthy, and therefore having a healthy body, you can fight against diseases much better than having a weak body.
Principalmente, o sea, la razón principal por la que marcamos la diferencia es porque nos dimos cuenta que nosotros podemos prevenir enfermedades, es decir, tener una mejor salud, una salud más fuerte, para que luego pueda esa salud fuerte combatir cualquier otro tipo de problema de salud.
And at that time, when we look around our competition, we could never find a company that can really make high quality, scientific based types of products. They were just taking, any type of leaf or root or natural product and making it into a powder and put it in a capsule and say that's good for you. There was no science behind their products.
Y en aquel momento hicimos una investigación y nos dimos cuenta de que no había ninguna otra empresa que tuviera una ciencia detrás de los productos. Es decir, ellos podían coger alguna parte de alguna hoja, la podían machacar, meterla en una cápsula y decir que tenía esas propiedades, pero no había ningún estudio científico detrás de esos productos.
So we wanted to do something different. So we want to make sure that we have science, because that's the only way that we believe that if you use scientific evidence, you can actually prove that your products are going to have benefits for people and you're going to have consistent quality.
Y lo que hicimos es que empezamos a utilizar esa parte científica, porque creemos seriamente que si no tienes una base, un estudio científico detrás que avala que esos productos de verdad funcionan, no puedes tener la gente no puede confiar tanto en ti.
So really, that was the foundation of Pharmanex. In other words, we created a company that is science-based, pharmaceutical quality type of company or products. And that was a story that we went out to try and raise money to start Pharmanex.
Y esos fueron los principios, los fundamentos de esta empresa, realmente empezar a generar ingresos para construir esa empresa basada y fundada básicamente en esa ciencia.
And much to our surprise, being scientists, not really business people, much to our surprise, we managed to attract several big investors that gave us close to 28 million US dollars to start Pharmanex.
Y bajo nuestra sorpresa, porque nosotros no éramos personas de negocios, éramos científicos, conseguimos varios inversores que llegaron a donar o invertir 28 millones de dólares.
So with that money, we obviously immediately built a very strong scientific team, an R&D engine, if you will, and started to develop, at that time back in 95, begin to make 5 different types of products.
Y en 1995 empezamos a hacer 5 productos básicos y empezamos a crear bien toda esta empresa.
So with those 5 products, as I mentioned to you, I know nothing, frankly, about direct selling or network marketing type of business. So we obviously started to market those products in traditional retailing stores like Walgreens, drugstores, CVS, Rite Aids, and so on. In fact, we managed to get those 5 products into at least 30,000 stores in the United States.
Y nosotros no sabíamos nada de venta directa, ni de network marketing, ni de nada. Por tanto, empezamos a distribuir esos productos de una manera totalmente tradicional y, de hecho, lo que íbamos era pues a diferentes farmacias, lugares de venta y conseguimos 30,000 productos para distribuir.
Yeah. And because of the quality of our products and because they work, most importantly, when consumers starting to take our products, we became fairly successful in the industry. In fact, within a year, Pharmanex was quite a profitable company.
Y de hecho, en un año de trabajar, de empezar en Pharmanex, se convirtió en una empresa pues solvente y económicamente muy bien solvente y empezamos a trabajar fuertemente en la producción y la distribución de esos productos.
So, and at that time, Pharmanex was actually, our company was actually in the Los Angeles area. So we were there in Los Angeles developing our products and putting them in all these 30,000 stores. And in 2 years later, I guess, in late 97, early 1998, because we became well known in the industry, we started to attract many inquiries, many people interested in learning more about Pharmanex.
Y en aquella época nuestra empresa estaba basada en Los Ángeles y a finales del 1997, principios del 98, empezábamos a ser muy conocidos y hubieron muchas empresas que se interesaron en nuestra empresa y en nuestros productos.
And one of the companies that showed interest in Pharmanex happened to be this company called NuSkin.
Y una de esas empresas que estaba interesada parece que fue NuSkin.
Yeah. So somehow they heard about our story. We have this incredible science-based approach to developing nutritional supplements. So they became interested. In fact, they became interested through one of those 5 products. It was a product called Colestin.
Y de hecho ellos escucharon de nuestra historia, escucharon de estos productos que estaban basados en la ciencia y de hecho se enfocaron en uno de nuestros productos que se llamaba colestina o coleston.
Yeah. So they were actually interested in licensing that product from us. So they call us and say, can we come and visit with you in Los Angeles?
Y estaban interesados en coger la licencia de ese solo producto y les dijeron, ¿podemos venir a veros y a visitaros en Los Ángeles?
Yeah, and this is maybe a little bit of a story I like to tell all of you because it's probably very familiar to some of you. Because remember, myself particularly, I have never heard of network marketing or direct selling. So therefore, I know nothing about NuSkin. In fact, when they called, my first reaction was, this cannot be a real company because they cannot spell new in English.
Y seguro que lo que os estoy explicando os vais a sentir relacionados con ello, porque cuando a mí me llamaron, yo no conocía ni entendía absolutamente nada del mundo del network marketing o de la venta directa. De hecho, yo pensé, esta empresa no puede ser una empresa muy seria, cuando ni siquiera saben explicar o dibujar, escribir la palabra new.
Yeah. So, in fact, when they told me that they're from a city called Provo in Utah, I say, I have never heard of such a city. I know Madrid, I know Bogota, I know all these other cities, but I've never heard of Provo. Are you sure you're real?
De hecho, cuando me dijeron que estaban en Provo, Utah, yo dije, pero es que yo no he escuchado nunca de esa ciudad, no sé dónde está. Yo conozco Madrid, Bogotá, otro tipo de ciudades, pero Provo, Utah, dije, esto no puede ser real.
So I'm sure it's some of you who are new, when you join NuSkin, it's likely that some of you may have the same reaction, right? NuSkin, you never heard of it. Anyway, so I say, okay, you can come and visit us in Los Angeles, no problem. So, and they came and we started to discuss how they can license Colestin from Pharmanex.
Y seguro que muchos de vosotros que sois nuevos os sentís relacionados con esto que acabo de explicar, de decir, ¿qué es NuSkin? No he escuchado hablar nunca de esta empresa, ¿no? Pero bueno, la cuestión es que ellos vinieron y empezamos a hablar de cómo ellos podían tomar la licencia de este producto Colestin.
So, and we say, yeah, we spent at least a couple of days talking about that product. So obviously, when we talk about the products, I have to explain how we developed that product. So we told them about the scientific team that we have and how we have developed this special scientific approach. And they became very interested.
Y la verdad es que estuvimos 2 días enteros hablando de este producto y obviamente para poder hablar de este producto teníamos que explicarle todo el enfoque científico que había detrás, con todos los científicos que teníamos detrás y por tanto fue algo muy interesante para que ellos pudieran adquirir esa licencia.
In fact, they became so interested in the science and in the scientific engine that we have built in Pharmanex, they started to ask us whether we were interested in selling the whole company, not just one product, but selling the whole company to NuSkin.
De hecho, se interesaron tanto en ese enfoque científico y en todo lo que había detrás de nuestra empresa, científicamente hablando, que nos empezaron a preguntar que si estábamos dispuestos a venderles toda la empresa a NuSkin.
So we said, we'll think about it. And they told us, why do you want to buy us? And what really is in NuSkin? So they told us that NuSkin is a direct selling company. They have, at that time, back in 98, about 600,000 distributors and leaders in the company all around the world. And that became very interesting to us because we also wanted to put our products in all the international countries as well.
Y entonces ellos empezaron a explicarnos que eran una empresa de venta directa, que en aquella época, en 1998, tenían más de 600.000 distribuidores a nivel mundial. Y eso nos pareció a nosotros muy interesante porque estábamos mirando la manera de expandir en distribuir nuestros productos a otros países.
Yeah. So as you know, going international is not easy. And we wanted to go, so we were getting ready to raise even more money to go international. But here's a company that can actually make it much easier to do that.
Y sabéis que distribuir internacionalmente no es fácil y de hecho estábamos empezando a buscar más inversores que nos ayudaran a hacer ese salto global y aquí teníamos a alguien que nos estaba proponiendo que podíamos hacerlo internacionalmente.
So we say, okay, we heard your story. Why do you let us think about it? Because at that time they did not know we also had two other offers to buy the company, and these offers came from very much bigger companies called drug companies, Wyeth and Pfizer now, and also another company called Monsanto. They were also interested in buying Pharmanex.
Y entonces nosotros les pedimos que nos dieran 2 o 3 días para pensar de ello, porque lo que no sabía NuSkin es que nosotros teníamos oferta de 2 o 3 grandes laboratorios farmacéuticos como Pfizer y otros laboratorios farmacéuticos que también estaban interesados y también querían hacernos una oferta.
Yeah. So when we look at the offer, in terms of the money to buy Pharmanex, they were about the same. So that was not something that we can use to make our decision. Which company should we go with?
Y si miramos a las ofertas que todas las empresas nos hacían, más o menos todas estaban equiparadas con el mismo importe. Por tanto, eso no fue la decisión que nos hizo tomar esa decisión para decidir entre una empresa u otra.
So obviously the question is, how did you choose to go with NuSkin? So here's the major reason. Because I already mentioned to you about international, and we're starting to learn about NuSkin, and we find what happens is that our science story, all the science that we do, and all the investment and scientific studies that we have to do to develop the product, that story was beginning to be difficult to tell in the retailing world. It's very difficult because, you know, consumers and customers go into stores and they leave very quickly. Hard to tell that story.
Entonces, aparte de que NuSkin nos permitía a nivel internacional poder distribuir, había toda la parte científica que había detrás. En las otras medidas de distribución es muy difícil explicar a la gente toda la parte científica que hay detrás de los productos. En cambio, en las tiendas los clientes entran y salen y no se paran a escuchar o a poder entender el mensaje de toda la parte científica y el estudio científico que hay detrás de los productos.
Yeah, so based on those reasons, we think that going with NuSkin, we are able to really help people and to tell the story about our products through the direct selling in a much more effective way.
Y por tanto, nos dimos cuenta de que a través de la venta directa podíamos explicar la historia de lo que hay detrás de nuestros productos de una manera mucho más efectiva.
And obviously, as I mentioned, we can go international very quickly. In fact, as soon as they bought the company, they took us international within 3 months or so. Yeah.
Y obviamente, como he dicho, internacionalmente era una manera muy rápida de poder abrir el mercado. De hecho, en 3 meses nosotros estábamos distribuyendo internacionalmente.
So we decided to go with the NuSkin. I remember this was back in October 1998. And as soon as we became a member of the NuSkin family, Blake Roney, as many of you have heard his name, came to me and said, okay, now you have to stop selling your Pharmanex products in all those stores around in the United States. You cannot sell it now. You can only sell it through NuSkin.
Entonces, en octubre de 1998, cuando fuimos comprados por la empresa NuSkin, Blake Roney, uno de los fundadores de NuSkin, nos dijo, ok, ahora en esas 30.000 tiendas que tenéis a lo largo de Estados Unidos, tenéis que retirar todo ese producto porque no podéis vender en esas tiendas. Todo lo tenéis que vender a través de las distribuciones de NuSkin.
Yeah, frankly, at that time when I heard it, at the back of my mind, I didn't say it out to Blake. I said that must be a very stupid decision by NuSkin.
Y de hecho, no se lo dije en voz alta, pero yo pensé, eso tiene que ser una decisión totalmente estúpida.
Yeah, because why do you want to close a profitable channel? Why don't you just open the direct selling channel in NuSkin and sell Pharmanex products in 2 channels instead of just 1?
Porque lo que yo pensé es, ¿por qué vas a cerrar una distribución que ya funciona en vez de, además de esa que funciona, abrir la de NuSkin y la del canal de distribución?
And perhaps this is something that has always stayed with me because this is really what NuSkin is all about. And Blake says, really, at the end of the day, NuSkin is a company that has been built by the distributors. It's a company that is for the distributors, and we have to work with the distributors.
Y al final del día, lo que Blake me dijo es, NuSkin es una empresa que ha sido fundada para los distribuidores, con los distribuidores, y todos tenemos que trabajar con los distribuidores.
And really, the reason why that stayed with me was because even to this day, I think that really represents what NuSkin as a company is for all of us, including all of you on this call as well.
Y esto es lo que de verdad hasta el día de hoy me persigue en mi cabeza, porque la verdad que yo creo que eso engloba lo que NuSkin representa a todos nosotros.
Anyway, back in 1998, as I mentioned, I know nothing about NuSkin. I still didn't believe what Blake say because, but it's his company. He bought it, so he can do whatever he wants with the company. Nothing to do with me now.
De hecho, en 1998, cuando Blake me dijo esto, yo lo pensé, pero no dije nada y dije, bueno, tú mismo, es tu empresa, vosotros decidís, nosotros haremos lo que vosotros nos digáis.
So, January 1999, 1 month, that's when we started to launch the Pharmanex products in NuSkin.
Entonces, en enero de 1998 es cuando nosotros empezamos a lanzar todos los productos a través solo de NuSkin.
Yeah. So, in January, at the end of that month, when I look at the sales figures just for Pharmanex products, that revenue from the month of January was much bigger, was in fact bigger than the prior 12 months added together.
Y cuando yo vi las ganancias de solo el mes de enero, me di cuenta de que eran mucho más elevadas solo trabajando con NuSkin que los 12 meses juntos de la otra manera tradicional de distribuir nuestros productos solo de Pharmanex.
That's the first time, personally, that's when I see the power of all of you in NuSkin and how, you're so good that you can use products and use them in such a powerful way to build an incredible business opportunity.
Y la verdad es que ahí es cuando me di cuenta del increíble poder que tenéis todos de utilizar los productos y de recomendarlos para construir estos negocios.
So, what, 98, now it's 2020, 22 years. I'm still here in NuSkin, and it just shows you what NuSkin promised to preserve and, in fact, to grow the scientific engine and committed to science. It's still there, and we are still doing incredible science in NuSkin to make these products.
Y 22 años después, todavía estoy aquí y la verdad es que lo único que puedo decir es que NuSkin hace todo aquello que dice que hay detrás de toda la ciencia y sigue fiel a ese motor científico que tiene detrás de los productos.
And in fact, we have applied that engine to all the personal care products as well. So all the personal care products are developed with the same scientific quality as we do with the Pharmanex supplements.
Y ese motor científico que hay detrás de nuestros productos de Pharmanex también están en nuestros productos de cuidado de la piel. Nosotros ponemos y basamos la ciencia también en todos esos productos de cuidado de la piel, igual que en los productos de Pharmanex.
Yeah. In fact, when I look back now, we continue to lead the industry in R&D, and we probably have one of the largest R&D scientific teams in the whole industry.
Y la verdad es que nosotros tenemos el equipo más grande de investigación de toda la industria.
So with that background, you can see why we like to talk to all of you about some of the wonderful products we have. And obviously one of them is a product called Life Pack, which should be familiar to everybody.
Dicho toda esta historia, quiero hablaros de algunos de los productos. El primero es Life Pack, que seguro que casi todo el mundo conoce.
It's the most advanced multivitamin, multimineral supplement in the industry. And when you take that to supplement what you eat, it will continue to help to build the body much stronger.
Y es el complejo vitamínico más importante y más completo que existe en el mundo, y cuando lo tomas te ayuda a tener una mayor salud.
In fact, we have done and conducted many scientific studies to show that when you look at Life Pack, you're really looking at a product that can build a very strong nutritional foundation.
De hecho, en los estudios científicos que tenemos detrás de LifePack, lo que dicen es que lo que hace es que construye unos fundamentos muy buenos y fuertes para tu salud.
Yeah. And with that strong foundation, then you can add on to start building your house, what I would call the house of nutrition.
Y una vez tienes esos fundamentos muy bien asentados, entonces puedes poder construir lo que yo le llamo la casa de salud.
We have obviously right now, by last count, just in Pharmanex alone, we have close to 100 products. So I won't possibly can describe all the products to you, but you should look at those products and look upon them like bricks to build your house.
Y obviamente estamos hablando de que Pharmanex tiene más de 100 productos. No voy a hablar de todos ellos, pero tenéis que pensar en los productos de Pharmanex como si fueran ladrillos para construir vuestra casa.
Yeah. And one of these bricks we can talk about is like G3 is a great brick or supplement to use and throughout your supplementation, because G3 is almost like a liquid life pack.
Y la verdad es que uno de ellos es el G3, que es uno de estos ladrillos o uno de estos nutricionales muy importantes y que digamos que sería la sustitución del Life Pack en líquido.
And recently, over the last, close to 5-6 years, maybe a bit longer, we have used a new technology called H-Lock, a new type of science that is focusing on the genes in your body, the anti-aging genes, and develop a product that's called Youth.
Y en los últimos 5 años hemos estado trabajando y desarrollando la tecnología H-Lock, que lo que hace es que trabaja literalmente en los genes, y hemos desarrollado ese producto que se llama Youth.
And again, if I look at Youth, I would consider that product to be the most scientifically advanced anti-aging supplement.
Y si miramos a Youth, yo creo que lo describiría como el suplemento nutricional más avanzado para el antienvejecimiento.
So just with those two products, including with Life Pack, you're starting to see how you can build your house of nutrition.
Por tanto, si combinamos esos 2 o 3 productos, podemos ver cómo empezamos a construir esa casa de salud.
And obviously, one of the most important systems or mechanisms, systems in your body is related to the immune system.
Y obviamente uno de los mecanismos más importantes de tu cuerpo está relacionado con el sistema inmunológico.
And here again, to protect that particular body system, we have products such as Reishi Max and AIE10. These are products that are really good to support the immune system.
Y para poder ayudar a mejorar y inmunizar ese sistema inmunológico, tenemos estos dos complementos que son Reishi Max y el AEI10.
So as I mentioned at the very beginning, Pharmanex is all about making your body strong so that you can help to prevent diseases and fight against diseases. And I think we continue that fight by developing these types of products.
Y una vez más, lo que hemos dicho es que Pharmanex está hecho para poder fortalecer toda tu salud para que luego las enfermedades puedan combatir en contra de ello, y en eso están basados todos estos productos.
Yeah, we're the first company that have actually developed this age-locked genetic technology that we use to really produce more and more products going forward.
Somos la primera compañía en desarrollar esta tecnología ageLOC y cada vez hacemos más y más productos que llevan esta tecnología.
So, as you can see, I've described just a few products in this short time to all of you. And on the personal care side, we have many, many wonderful products as well. In fact, some of the devices that you might want to look at, Lumi Spa, there's a new one coming out very soon called ageLOC Boost. And these are products that have made NuSkin to be the #1 beauty device company in the world as well.
Y todos sabéis que además hemos hablado ya de algunos productos, pero tenemos también todos los de cuidado personal, como puede ser la Lumi Spa, la galvánica facial. Dentro de muy poco tendremos ese Boost, esa nueva tecnología Boost, y todo esto ha hecho que la empresa se posicione como la empresa #1 en tecnología anti-envejecimiento.
So, quickly, to really understand what we do in NuSkin, I think personally, I want to make sure that when we say we are a science-based companies, we want to make science-based products, at the end of the day, it's all about all of you. Because I want to make sure that our products, when you talk about these products to all your friends or distributors, that these products will never, ever embarrass you.
Al final, cuando hablo que estos productos están basados en ciencia y todo, hablamos de vosotros, porque lo que queremos es asegurarnos de que cuando vosotros recomendáis estos productos a vuestros familiares, a vuestros distribuidores, que nunca jamás te sentiréis vergüenza a causa de estos productos.
I'm sort of confident that our products, because they are based on science, they will not embarrass you, and therefore, when you start talking about products and people are using the products and you're using it to build your organization and everything else, you begin to really create a sustainable business.
Y yo estoy totalmente convencido de que nunca os avergonzarán los resultados de estos productos, precisamente porque están basados en ciencia. Y eso es lo que hará que podáis construir un negocio sólido.
And going forward, you know, our vision from the product side is that soon we can bring you a lot of products that will be personalized just for you, by you.
Y mirando hacia el futuro, hablando de producto, estamos muy convencidos de que muy pronto vais a poder tener productos que vosotros mismos vais a personalizar por vosotros mismos.
Yeah. And that no company has been able to achieve that kind of benefit. So you can see that in NuSkin, the opportunity continues to get better and better going forward.
Y sabemos que no hay ninguna empresa en el mundo que conceda este tipo de beneficio, así que simplemente esto lo que va a hacer es que esto se convierta cada vez en mejor y mejor y más sólidos los negocios.
Yeah, so I'll just end by saying, you know, without all of you on this call, all around the world, I'm not really happy because it is all, this company, NuSkin, is all about all of you. And I'm just here to support to the best of my ability to make sure that you will continue to be successful. So thank you.
Y quiero deciros que sin vosotros, los que estáis en esta llamada y los que estáis por todo el mundo, no seríamos capaces de poder tener nada de todo esto. Así que desde aquí os quiero dar las gracias porque vosotros sois los que hacéis que estos productos se puedan vender.
So when all this is over, at the end of the day, so please come and visit us in NuSkin. I'll be more than happy to hug all of you. At that time, at least, maybe we can all start hugging each other again. Thank you.
Y espero que cuando todo esto pase, vengáis allí a Estados Unidos a verme y a visitarme y podamos darnos todos un abrazo. Estoy seguro de que pronto nos podremos todos volver a abrazar. Muchísimas gracias.